Imagine leaving over 100 people behind, men, women, and children, and when you return centuries later, they've all completely vanished. This is the bizarre, true story of the Lost Colony of Roanoke. It was a time of desperate hope, 1587. John White was the governor, chosen by over 100 brave English settlers, people like Eleanor Dare caring for her baby Virginia, to lead them through the immense challenges of establishing a new colony. They sailed across the dangerous Atlantic for several months aboard small crowded ships like the Lion and the Roe, finally arriving on Roanoke Island. However, when the desperation for food became too much, the group made the hard decision in late August 1587 that he had to be the one to return to England, because only he could effectively secure the necessary supplies. Though torn, he had to sign a promise making sure they would protect his personal records and belongings while he was gone. He said goodbye to his wife Thomasin and his daughter Eleanor, promising to return quickly, not knowing that was the last time they would lay eyes on each other. They struggled to build shelters, working from sunrise to sunset, knowing their survival depended on it. Fear was constant. Every rustle in the trees might be a hidden enemy, and the silence of the night felt oppressive. Disagreements broke out over how to ration food, how to defend themselves, and who to trust, tearing at the fabric of their tiny community. They began to look desperately towards the local Native American tribes, like Manteo's Croatoan, wondering if survival lay in joining them. At first, there was friendly trade, exchanging goods like knives or metal tools, things the Native Americans valued. They might have offered protection with their guns against rival groups like the Roanoke, creating a tense dependency. On the other hand, the conflicts often started when the English, hungry and desperate, would take food from native cornfields or demand supplies, leading to skirmishes and retaliations. When Governor White arrived back in England, he found the country on the brink of war with Spain. And Elizabeth I declared that all ships were forbidden from leaving because they were needed to defend the coast against the massive Spanish Armada.
Ships shall be used for conquest in this war.
He pleaded with merchants and officials to let him organize a relief mission, but his pleas were ignored. The defense of the nation came first. This delay dragged on for months, then years, leaving White helpless and tormented by thoughts of his family's fate. It wasn't until August 18, 1590, on what was actually his granddaughter's 3rd birthday, that he finally stepped onto Roanoke Island again. The silence was deafening. No welcoming shouts, no smoke from chimneys. Even the fort looked abandoned. He searched frantically and found his house dismantled, personal items scattered. The only clue was that word carved into a post, Croatoan. He knew they had planned to carve a Maltese cross if there was danger, so seeing it wasn't there gave him a sliver of hope, though the overwhelming terror was that they were gone. Regarding what happened, laypeople and historians have argued for centuries, with popular theories suggesting they may have joined local tribes for survival, were attacked or tried to sail back home. The tree itself is gone, likely lost to centuries of storms and erosion on Roanoke Island. That crude carving of Croatoan vanished with it, taking a part of the mystery along with it. John White spent the rest of his life haunted by that silence, eventually retiring to Ireland, where in his final known writing, he handed their fate over to God, beseeching him to comfort and help them. Governor John White wrote this final letter to his friend Richard Hakluyt, pouring out his grief at never finding his family. Thus, committing them to the merciful help of the Almighty, whom I most humbly beseech to help and comfort them. From my house at Newtown, in Ireland, this 24th of October, 1593. This remains the only direct written record documenting the emotional toll the mystery took on him. John White never found his family, and he died in his 50s later in Ireland, tormented by that silence. Roanoke Island today is part of the Outer Banks, a place where the silent winds on the beaches still echo that forgotten colony, holding their secrets forever. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe for more historic events, and don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss another video.